So, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Bullets Gotti, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. So, Nas finally dropped. He finally dropped the album with Primo. Now, this album was in the works. I remember the talks of this album with premiering Nas in 2006. I remember he talked about it. I remember 2011 they talked about it. Then it came back up again, like, 2016, 2015. And then you ain't hear no more talks about it. But now, Light Years Ahead is out. It's out. The album is out. And phenomenal. Phenomenal. I played the album front to back. I'm loving it. Nas and Primo, they relationship and them just working together is just phenomenal. Cause it started with Illmatic, and then it transcended to It Was Written, I don't think Primo was on. Yeah, Primo is on Nostradamus, Stillmatic. So it just, their relationship continued. You know, the music that they done together is just, has always been A1 great with each other. Nas has always been the orator. He's always been pristine with his voice and his and just the way he pronunciate his words, and his wordplay is still impeccable, even all these years later. You know, we talking 31 years later, he's still like dude, still pristine with his voice. And lyrically, you know, he's still showing you that he's still light years ahead. Bar for bar, he's still showing you that he's still that dude. You know, and this is why Nas is the GOAT. You know, he's been having, I would say, his second prime. It started with King's Disease, and then from King's Disease, well, it really started from Nasir, but people don't give Nasir his credit with Kanye, right? And then it went to King's Disease. From King's Disease, you get King's Disease, Magic, that whole trilogy. And then from there, all the collaborations he's done. You know what I'm saying? From the LL album, Mobb Deep album, the Raekwon, Ghostface, Slick Rick album. Like, everywhere he's been on, he's been killing it. The De La Soul album, like the Clips album, he's been bodying it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you. I really feel that Nas closed it out, and his album is the best album of the year right now. He closed it out. Mobb Deep had the best album, in my opinion. I think they had the best album because it was edging to the Clips. Clips, I thought was like gonna close it out, but then when I heard that Mobb Deep album, I'm like, oh yeah, Mobb got the best album. They got the best motherfucking album, right? Then I heard De La album, solid. Ghost album was crazy. Ray album was crazy. Slick Rick album was crazy. Big L album was cool. His album was cool. But Nas with Premier, though, was a game changer. The joint with him, Your Story, My Story, Your Story, where AZ is fire, Junkie, Shine Together, oh man, Third Childhood, Nasty, Esco, Nasir, crazy. That record is crazy. Like he doing third person. He three personalities on one record. It's crazy. And then he got the Junkie joint, which is a dope joint. The Suns record is crazy. The record he did for the dedicated to all the female rappers, that was cool. But I'm going to keep it real with you. That Shine Together, that Junkie record, that AZ joint, My Story, Your Story, and that Nas, that Escobar, Nasty Escobar, and Nasir, crazy. Those joints is crazy. And then that Third Childhood is bananas. Like, that album to me is just so solid. Like to me, it gives me Illmatic vibes, Stillmatic vibes. Like, that's when I look at that album. Like, it gives you them type of vibes. It's a solid project. It has a lot of great records on there. Lyrically, Nas is just bodying it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have the people that's going to hate. But it was a solid album. It shows that Nas is still light years ahead of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Has advanced lyrically. You know what I'm saying? The topic and the subject matter is not the same. Like, Third Childhood, he talks about how he basically, went to the judge and spoke in Prince's favor to get him to come home. It's so many things that he talks about, his investments, his business dealings. Him, making sure that the Hip Hop Museum is finally open. Him doing Resort World and stuff that he's doing on a financial level. He's talking about. He's talking about portfolios. Like, Nas talking boss talk. But he was talking this, like, when people talk about like adult contemporary hip hop and all that. Like, Nas was doing that when he did Life is Good. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z copied the whole, I would say, the whole back story of that album, right? Because Nas, when he did Life is Good, he was ahead of his time with that album, right? And Jay-Z did 444. He had no ID. Nas had no ID for Life is Good. He completely bit what Nas was doing on that album a couple of years prior, right? So when I see these dudes, try to disintegrate it and talk about Nas, I'm like, Nas been doing shit ahead of niggas and he's still advancing in his rap game. It's not even funny. He already showed that he is hip hop. He bleeds and sleep and eat hip hop. He shows that he is the GOAT. He showed that he is still that dude lyrically. Hasn't missed a step. Hasn't missed a step. Like, this right here is this man's second prime, and now he's much older and wiser now. You getting the older, wiser Nas. You're not getting Nas, Nasty Nas, Escobar. You getting Nasir. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, the philanthropist, the father. You know what I'm saying? That's who you get in the mogul. You know what I'm saying? But he still get in that booth and spit like he's still in Queensbridge in them projects. On 41st side. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, like, that's how I look at it. Like, he's still in Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? With the Army Jack and Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? With the deuce and the chipped tooth. You know what I'm saying? That's how when I hear Nas now, I think of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still, you still get that feel. Even though, like I said, the wordplay is advanced. He's aged more, so his subject matter is more advanced than it was in the 90s and the 2000s. Like, he's on some grown man shit. This is 52-year-old Nas. You know what I'm saying? This is 52-year-old Nas that's spitting. You know what I'm saying? This is not 22-year-old Nas. It's not 19-year-old Nas, not 20, it's not 30-year-old Nas. This is 52-year-old Nas spitting about his life, his triumphs, and his trials, and giving you all the good remedies of success. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that Nas did this because everybody been calling him, yo. They've been like, for years. It's been for decades. For like I would say 3 decades. They've been saying, yo, when Nas and Primo going to do an album. They've been saying this since the 2000s. So now that we finally got the Primo and Nas album that everybody wanted, I hope this make hip hop happy. Because everybody wanted this album. And I hope the next project, because Nas been saying he was going to do the Primo. And I hope the next one is him and RZA, Alchemist. And I know he said he was going to do one with Swiss Beats and Timberland. I know he said that. I remember he was saying those was like the next project he was going to do. So I would love to hear him and Al, because him and Al is just like him and Primo. And then, you know, I would love to hear him and RZA. You know, him and RZA be dope. You know, because in my opinion, man, Nas, he been doing it and still doing it. Still doing it well, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, man, we can never put Jay-Z over this man. He already shown that he's the fucking GOAT. He's already shown it. It's no competition. There's no conversation left. The man showed that he's the GOAT. He's been the GOAT. He's been the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's been the GOAT for decades. It's just people is on this populist type of mentality that they just don't want to give him his credit. But come on, all said and done, the argument is over. He's that nigga.